Hey guys, so in today's video, I'm going to be showing you the number one WhatsApp AI agent we set up for our clients to save them over 15 hours per week and hit 20 to 25% conversion rates on their Facebook ad leads. So here's an example conversation on screen. You can see all of the AI responses on the right hand side here. So you can see the AI initially starts off the conversation by asking a simple yes or no question just to get that conversation flowing, and you can see the lead has responded here, and then you can see it continues to engage in that conversation. It always responds within 2 minutes. It asks some pre-qualifying questions, builds a rapport with the client, and then gets them to actually convert into booking. So you can see here the prospect actually went on to book their appointment, and then we have confirmation message and also a bunch of reminders which go out after that. And you can see another conversation here with one of our other clients where we actually have that conversation in the same sort of way. So we ask a simple yes or no question, they continue to engage, and then we obviously respond within a matter of a couple minutes in order to continue building that rapport, ask them a few pre-qualifying questions, and eventually get them to book in for whatever offer we have. So now I'm going to show you the exact make scenario we use to process these messages and generate really high quality human-like responses. So if we come over to make here, you can see I've got this demo AI assistant set up. Now what happens here is we trigger a webhook to process an inbound message. So whenever an inbound message comes, we process it via this webhook. So this webhook is triggered. We then go through a router, and then whenever the contact is tagged within the CRM with the WhatsApp AI tag, we will then go down this branch, which will trigger our WhatsApp AI assistant, which is prompted really specifically in order to be able to generate high quality responses. And what I'll do is I'll provide everything here for you completely for free, linked down in the description below. So if you want all of these templates, you want examples on how to actually integrate this with your CRM, then all of that information is provided in the link below within my free automation library. Now what happens here, once we process their message, we would generate that response. But what AI tends to do is it generates that response with various characters within the actual response that we might not want to output to the actual customer, right? So what we do is we use regex steps in order to clean up the response. So we remove all of these source references, which are references to specific parts of the knowledge base, which often comes in this format between these two fancy brackets. So we remove all of that to make sure the output is cleaned up. And we also remove any asterisks from the actual response as well, so we can obviously make it look a bit more presentable. And then what we do is we actually calculate an appropriate date to follow up with that lead. So obviously with all of these leads, we want to be following up regularly, making sure we're staying on top of them. So based on the conversation, we will calculate an appropriate date to follow up. So for example, if the lead says, I'm on holiday, can you message me in 2 weeks? What will happen here is the AI will actually calculate the fact that they want to be followed up with in 2 weeks rather than, in 3 days or so. And then we can make sure we follow up with them once they're back from holiday, which means that we provide better customer experience rather than pestering them whilst they're on holiday. And we're also able to get better responses from them as well. And we then relay all of that data back over to our CRM, which we're using Go High Level in this scenario. So we relay that information back over to Go High Level, and Go High Level will then send that message back out to the lead. So we've also got this break step in here in order to handle any errors. So sometimes what can happen is with this AI assistant step here is OpenAI's Assistance API can sometimes be handling too many requests. This step can actually time out. And what we want to do is we want to make sure we're actually providing a response to the prospect so we can rerun this step here. So we'll leave a 1 minute interval between runs, and we'll give up to 5 attempts to allow this execution to run successfully. So that's pretty much how this make scenario works. Really super simple. We have this branch just to process the WhatsApp messages. And now I'll show you and give you a little bit of a run through of how it works within Go High Level. So this is obviously Go High Level. This is the CRM platform that we use. So what we're doing here is we've got these 4 different automations. So let me break them down for you. So the first one is the AI initiation step. So whenever there's an inbound message coming through WhatsApp, we will trigger this step. So what this will do is it will process the message and trigger the AI webhook. So sometimes people can send several messages over the course of a few lines, as you can potentially see in this example here. So you can see they've sent a couple messages over a few lines. Now, what we want to do is we want to process all of these messages together rather than provide a response one by one, which will look at a very automated, right? So what we do is within this automation, within this AI initiation step, is we will aggregate these messages together. So we will just put a full stop at the end here and we'll aggregate them together so it's processed as one message. So we're able to give a response for both of these messages. So you can see here, the lead has said, plus I swam for 45 minutes, so I burnt a lot of calories, just starting out with calorie counting. And you can see here the AI has referenced the swimming and it's also referenced the calorie counting as well. So it's processed both of those messages together as one. Then next, once we've processed those messages, once we've aggregated them together, we will then pass them over to the AI webhook step, which will trigger our make automation. So that's the make automation that I've just run through here. And what will happen here, the AI webhook step will send over the relevant customer details, the contact details from Go High Level. It will also send over that message that they've just sent in, so we can process that message within this automation. Then once this automation is run, we will then send the response back over to High Level by updating the relevant contact. So we will send that response back over. That will trigger this third automation. So whenever that contact is updated within Go High Level, it will trigger this automation, which will then send that response back over to the lead. And then from there, we obviously enable the follow-up sequence. So if the lead needs to be followed up with, they'll be added to this sequence and then followed up with at the relevant date. So that's pretty much how this system works. Really super simple, and it does, it works amazingly as well, as you can see. So yeah, if you want this exact system completely for free, I'll send it over to you. It's all in the link in the description below. So you can literally access this exact WhatsApp AI agent completely for free, plus a bunch of AI automations as well. So all of these automations are available at this URL, which you can find in the link in the description. And you can literally come here, you can get voice agents, you can get text-based agents which work omni-channel, WhatsApp, SMS, Instagram DMs, Facebook DMs, website chatbot. You can also get my secret automation, which allows me to get over 90% show up rates to all of the calls I get booked in for my agency, plus a ton of other automations. So yeah, if you want that, you can just follow this URL, or go to the link in the description below and just click on that and it will take you here. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment down below and let me know. And if you're interested in having these systems built out for your business, then feel free to book in a call via the link in the description and we can hop on a one-to-one call and actually just have a quick discussion about your business, understand exactly where AI can fit in and how we can build these systems into your existing infrastructure. And then I can provide you with a completely free audit showing you the exact areas of your business where AI would offer you the most leverage. So if that sounds good, follow the link in the description below. Feel free to like, subscribe, and comment if you want more of this type of content. And yeah, drop a comment down below if you want any specific type of content as well. And I can get that filmed and shared with you guys. But yeah, thanks for watching and see you guys in the next one.